Now the word of God said, so when the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here am I. It was then God can begin. The first thing I want to note is that God only speaks to those who care to hear. God only will reveal himself to those who care. The Bible said, when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, to look, that was when God began to speak to him. Let's note that all those people that grew in their personal knowledge of God, all those people that advanced in their personal experience of God, all those that came into a very critical, intimate communion with God, and they had a progressive experience with God over it. Two things that I want you to mark is that they turned aside. They gave themselves opportunity to turn aside. They did not in any way anymore go running up and down. God wanted to see whether he is ready to give attention. God only reveals himself to those who genuinely want to know him. That's the first point I want to raise before we build our discussion by the grace of God today. And you will seek me, and you will find me when you search for me with all your heart. The Amplified Bible said in verse 13, then you will seek me, inquire for and require me as a vital necessity, and you will find me when you search for me with all your heart. When God, even though God is eager to build a relationship with you, that you might get to know him, there is one quiet but very, very critical prerequisite. It is that God only reveals himself to those who care. God only reveals himself to those who want to know him. So the first thing you will see in all the people we have been talking about, there is the hunger for God. Like Paul said, my determined purpose is to know him. And so as we look at different people today, particularly some of the people I want to spend time on, you will see that deliberately was the disposition of their heart. They were desiring to know God. But can I now say to you, the promise that we have just said, then you will seek me and inquire for me and require of me as a vital necessity, and you will find me. God said you will find him when you search for him with all your heart. God said you will find him. So Isaiah chapter 55 also said, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So it is, the reality is that God can be found, God can be known, you can experience God, you can walk with God as a friend intimately. That God is already willing. Now, but Moses said, when I come to the children of Israel, and I begin to tell them that their father, I met the God of their father, the God of Abraham and Isaac and of Jacob, they will ask me, what is his name? What is your name? What name? What do I tell them? When they say, what is his name? What will I say to them? So in verse 14, God said to Moses, I am who I am. Now, while I'm not we are not going to study all of that now. I just wanted to know that it means that if anybody cares to say, God, who are you? God is not going to say, shut up your mouth. How can you be asking me such a question? No. God is eager to draw you in, to unveil himself to you, if you desire to know him. If your heart is longing to know Jesus and to experience him and to walk intimately with him, the truth of the matter is that God is willing. So when you see Moses say, if I go there and they say, what is his name? How will I tell them, sir, what is your name? And what God has never said to anybody before, he revealed himself. He said, when you get there, tell them, I am who I am. I've sent you to him. Now, the people we are talking about today, you might erroneously think that it's because they were big men of God. That's why God related with them. No, it's not so. For example, look at Moses. He was just going about with the flock of his father-in-law, Jethro. But there's an hunger in his heart. He had wanted to know God. So it doesn't matter whether you are in the laboratory or you are in the farm. It does not matter whether you are driving the taxi cab or you are a teacher in the classroom. It doesn't matter whether you're a doctor or you're a nurse. It doesn't matter what you are doing for a living. You can get to know God if you have a desire to know him. He said, you will find me if you seek me with all your heart. This was an experience because the children of Israel have gone back. They went back to idol worship. And when they went back to idol worship, the challenge was that God felt that he cannot go with them. They have demonstrated so much stiff-neckedness that God said, if I'm in your midst, I'll consume you. So God was saying to Moses, now go, still go to the land of promise. I will still drive out the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites. I will still drive them out from you. But I will not go with you. My angel will go with you. Now that's the next thing I wanted to note about those who sought to know God. Those who sought to know God and to experience God, they can't take anything less than him as an exchange. An angel would be wonderful to say, yes, one angel is traveling with us here. One angel is with me here. But a man like Moses is saying, I can't go with an angel. No matter how glorious an angel appears, angel is an angel. It is the Lord I want. There may be some of you listening to me that maybe you can settle with something less. Maybe your heart is excited because you're having some certain feelings in your body. But men who wanted to know God, they cannot take anything less than him for an exchange. The Bible said here, go. You will see the miracles. You will see Canaanite falling before you. You will see the Perizzite. You will see all of those people falling before you. But Moses made a request. I want you all to please come. Start from verse 11 and then we'll go on. And the Lord spoke to Moses face to face. The Lord spoke to Moses face to face, as a man speaks to his friend. And he will return to the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, did not depart from the tabernacle. Then Moses said to the Lord, see, you say to me, bring up these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. Yet you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray, if I have found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you, and I may find grace in your sight, and consider that this nation is your people. Before I go to verse 14, which is very interesting for me, I want you to see what Moses was saying. When God began to speak to him face to face, mouth to mouth, Moses was pressing a matter. He said, Lord, you said I should carry these people to the land of promise, the land you promised to give to their fathers. And you have not told me who will go with me. You say an angel will go with me. I don't recognize angel. Who is an angel that I will be going about with? You have not told me. You have not told me who will go with me. If you are not going with me, I don't see anybody going with me. Oh, can you see a man who is hungry for God? A man say, yes, miracles of pushing out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Amorites, the Jebusites, all the parasites. That's not important to me. Your presence is what I need. If you are not going with me, how will I know that I found grace in your sight? You said, if I have found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you. That's a cry in the heart of Brother Moses, that I may do what? May know you. And if you said, I have found grace in your sight, and that you know me by my name, how will I know that I found grace in your sight, except that I know you? Now, these men that are eager to know God, they are not asking for things. They are not asking for material things. It's not what to eat or what to drink, what to wear that matters to these brothers. What matters to them is a personal knowledge of God, a personal intimate communion with God. They can't exchange it for anything else. They can't take anything for granted about that, and they cannot take a no for an answer. Look at how he began, and God said to him, my presence, this is verse 14 now, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. Then he said to God, he said to him, if your presence does not go with us, do not bring us up from here. If your presence is not going with me, I am not going to move an inch. Now, what am I pointing to you about? That those who sought to know God and who are desperate about knowing Him, God did not ignore them. So if this time your heart is saying, Lord, I also want to know you. I also want to walk with you. I also want to experience you. I also want to build an intimate relationship with you. The first thing I'm laying before you in this study today is that God is willing. God is ready. And God can make that to happen to you as an individual as you continue in this Bible study. And don't just be satisfied that we're having a Bible study. As far as I'm concerned, when I'm finishing, I'm trusting that you will move by yourself. You will press on into God and say, Lord, this study has set me, a place for you. I cannot give myself any rest until I get to know you. The essence of this study, if you are a disciple, is that you will grow in this intimacy with God and you will walk in the reality of His power.